came on, and also pick and choose a number to respond today.
Main site.
What's that?
Are the numbers that list on under the canvas on week 3?
Yes, on week 3, please, week 3. Let's see here. Let me share with you guys this list here. Please don't put on the chat because I don't have time to take a look. So here's the list of the question. We have 17 questions. Okay. So please pick and choose the question before I send you to the Zoom link. Okay. And only 2 students per question. Before that, I have one games for you guys to play. Okay. And who know Kahoot? Are you anyone of you? Oh, okay, most you familiar with Kahoot, right? So this game has 10 questions. The first one we get 15 extra points. The second one we get 10 points. The third one get only 5 points. The rest 0. It's for extra credit. Okay, there's no quiz. It's for extra credit. Make sense? So if you don't get anything, don't worry. If you get the top, you get 15 extra point. 10, I mean the second place you get 10 extra point. The third place you get 5 points. All right. Okay. And after we play, we come back to our discussion. Any question before we move on? All right. So please keep the cam on, all of you. Carla, can you turn the cam on? Okay. One more time. If you log in without turn on the cam, you would not have any point. Okay. All right. So let me okay, let me share with you guys the Kahoot games. Okay. See here. Okay. And I think it's better if you can use your cell phone. Okay, this one here. Let's see here. Okay. Right there, the ping. Yeah, use your cell phone. Use your cell phone to enter www.kahoot.it, and the game pin is this number. Yeah, please put the whole name. Otherwise, if you put the nickname, if I don't know, even you win, you would not get any credit. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me know if everyone is in. We have 10 questions in total. Let's see how many of you guys here. All right. Let's see how many. Anyone missing? You know how many of you guys yet? If you miss, let me know. Once I press start, I can come back. Okay. So one more time. This is not the quiz, just the extra credit. Okay. And if you are the first place, you have 15 extra points. Second place, 10 points. Third place, 5 points. The rest 0. We won't hurt your rate. Okay. This is not just extra credit to test how much you understand about the material for this lesson. I mean, that for this week. Anyone missing? Everyone ready? Anyone missing? Let me know. If you miss, I cannot get back. Okay. Anyone has? Yes.
I don't know if I see my name on there.
Your name?
It should say Ian.
I don't. Oh, right here.
There it is. Okay, good.
Anyone missing? You guys ready? Anyone missing? Let me know. When they press start, it's done. I cannot get back. I cannot get back. Okay. Only one missing? Okay. Ready? Oh, you guys have to be quick, okay? If you're not quick, to pick the answer slow, our student will catch up with you. You miss the one, okay? Ready? All right, be quick, okay? All right. Ashoka sent Buddhist missionary to the 5 Greek kingdom include what? Which country? You need to read first, otherwise you will not understand. You will not recognize them. Let's see here. Who will be winner? Let's see here. Okay. So 9 of you guys. Wow, that's great. Okay, that's great. The next one. That's just it's pretty good. Yeah. All right, the next one. All right, Mala. Wow, that's great. Okay, the next one. According to Mahayana Buddhist tradition, human can become God, Spirit, Arhat, Buddha. Which one? It's easy question. Here is the question. Yeah, 12 you got right. Yeah, okay. Who will be the next one? Oh, Jesse. Wow, keep up, Jesse. Next one. According to Buddhist psychology, the function of a consciousness is a little bit hard. Contain all the past brain information, contain the cell attachment, contain all 7 consciousness, include the sixth sense organ. Unless you read in detail, you understand in detail, otherwise not easy. Oh, 7 you got right. That's good. Contain all the past present information. Wow, Jesse is still on the top. Right. Keep up, Jesse. All right. The top of this Buddhist cosmological chart illustrate the heaven of what? Of what? It's not easy. Of what? Wow, you got 20 you got right. I'm so surprised. Wow, formless RAM. Wow, that's great then. So wow, Jesse is still in the top. Okay, keep up, Jesse. Next one. This famous Ashoka Stupa is located in where? In where? In Sanchi, only 6 of you got right. Okay, in Sanchi. Okay, next one. Oh, Jesse, who's still on the top? Great. All right, the next one. According to Buddhist perspective, this consciousness is the basic of human existence. Which one? Which one is the basic of human existence? Which one? Seven. Yeah, only 4 of you. It's TP hard. It's pure hard. That's a 7. Yeah, 7 consciousness. That's basic of human existence. That attachment to cell. And Jesse. Oh, it's still on the top. That's right. Keep up, Jesse. All right. The next number 7. This video. Oh, sorry. I need to show you the short video.
If
Mm.
giving up your whole life to find success in Hollywood were easy, everyone would do it. For decades, actors, musicians, and personalities have struggled to make it big, and many suffered through poverty-stricken misery just to make their dreams a reality. Some even did it in spite of not having a
Oh, okay. It's pretty short. That's 1 minute. You can guess, okay? You get luck there. Wow, 6 of you. That's good then. A creator of your own life. That's in Buddhist view. Okay, you are creator of your own life. Oh, Mitchell, come up to the top now. All right, the next one. You have 2 more. This video clips illustrate that animals. What? 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 It's easy question. It's the easy question. Yeah, yeah, 27 of you got right. It's still easy question. Yet animals have compassion, wisdom, deserve to be protected, deserve to live. All above. All right, good. Mitchell is the top. Yeah, 2 more. According to Mahayana Buddhism, it may take up to how many weeks to our deceased loved one to take future rebirth? You see balloon them, that's fly by itself to the mothers of the diseased child. It flew to the mother. Wow, okay. 21 of you got right. Okay, the last question. Okay, ready? Last question here. Oh, Mitchell is still the top. Keep up, okay? All right, last question. Some Mahayana Buddhist scripture describes that whoever is born from the heaven maybe what? Maybe what? It's not easy. It's not easy question. Not easy question. Oh, only 5 of you got right. Generous, trustworthy, and salutiferous. Right? Okay, let's see. It's pretty hard. Those are the characteristics of the human beings who were born as human. All right, let's see who the third. Austin, wow, you got 5 points. Milan, you got 10 points. Mitchell, wow, okay. Well, that's great. Congratulations, 3 of you. Wow, you so Austin, you got 5 points, 5 extra points. Milan, you got 10 extra points. And Mitchell, you got 15 extra points. Okay. Wow. Let's see here. Let me turn off the game. Sorry. Okay. How is that? How was the game? Sarah, how many questions you got right, Sarah?
Only a few.
How many?
Like 3 or 4.
3 or 4. Andy, how many questions did you get right?
I only got like 5 of them right.
Oh, really? Okay. It's easy. I see. Nia, can you keep your cam on, please, Nia? Holden, please keep your cam on. That can give you the credit, okay? All right. How about V? Are they easy question or hard?
I don't know. Sorry.
How many questions did you get right?
5.
5. All right, let's go back here. All right, and now let me split out the room and let's see here, pick out room one more times. I will assign you, please pick up the question number so that I can assign you to room to discuss with your friends at hand, okay? So that yeah, after that we can I give you probably 5 minutes, okay? let's see here. Question number 1, question number 2. Let's see here. No question number 2. Yeah, please pick and choose the question so that I can send you to the room with your friends. Number 8. Only 2 students per question, okay? Let's see here. Number 6. Yeah, if you complete, yeah, one more time, pick and choose the question so I can assign you to the room. Let's see here. 14. Just wait for me. Okay, let's see here. Okay, number 8. Yeah, I have, let's see here. Number 15. 16. Okay, number.
Where can you see these questions?
Yeah, let me see. You need to go to the the canvas to look for the question, the list of question for week 3. Okay. All right, number 13. I'm assign you to the room according to the question number you put here. Number 4. Number 5. Okay, number 9. Number 8. 9. Number 8.
Where is it in Canvas?
Yeah, here the question. The list, the question you're supposed to read and
It's
do
it's
this.
it's on week 3, the week 3 weekly responses.
Oh, okay.
This list here, okay? Yeah, pick and choose this one of these questions. We have 17 questions, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm assign your guy to the breakout rooms according to the question that you pick and choose, okay? Just wait for me. Number 4. Okay, have number 4 here. Okay, let's see number 7. Number 7. Number 9. Yeah, one more times when you log in here, please pick the question you can discuss. Otherwise, you would not have credit. Okay, number 9. 9 here. Okay, let's see. Number 10. Number 14. 15. Okay.
20 minutes later, everything just, I was like standing here, and then I started losing. So I don't know if it was like lopsided because of the lines.
All right, let's see here. It's almost done. Let's see here. Number 12, number 14, number 8, number 5, number 8, number 5. Okay. It's the lot you have. Number 14, you need to change. Number 10. Number 10 done. All right, let me open the room. And if you see your name in the room, please go and talk and discuss with your friends about that number, okay? That question. And after that, we can go back here to discuss the rest. If you don't see the room, you need to change it, okay? Let me open the room. All right, so if you see your name there, please go there. Go to the Zoom number. Okay. And let's see here. I have, yeah, the rest especially if you have number 14 is we have enough. Number 10 we have enough. The number 8, let's see number 8. Yeah, number 8 we have enough. Oh, okay, move to 7 here. And let's see here, number 15. Number 15. Yeah, number 15 we have enough. So number 4. Yeah, yes, we have number 4. Yeah, number 4 we have enough. So the rest, number 11. Number 11. Yeah, the rest of you please pick. We have number 2, 3. Number 2, 3 available. 6 available. 2, 3, 6, 17, 18. Please change to the question number so you can send them. All right, number 16. Let's see here. Oh, number 16 we have 2 already. Number 12 we have 2 already. 11. Let's see here. Yeah. So 11 we have enough. So 17 good. All right. Number 4. Yeah. So please change. Number 4, number 8 we have enough. Number 12 we have enough too. Number 6, number 11, number 2.
How do you get put into the breakout room?
Yeah, because I have only 2 students per room. Okay, so if it's overload, I cannot. If over 3, I cannot assign you there. So I have 2, 3, number 2, number 3 available, number 6 available, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 6, 17, and 18.
How do I enter the room?
Huh?
How do I enter the room?
Number 8. Let's see. No, number 8 we have enough. You need to change to different number.
That's I was one of the first people to choose number 8.
Oh, really? Sorry.
Yeah.
It's too many students, so I could not control.
Okay. Can you just put me in any room then?
No, you pick up the other question. All right. I have number 6 here.
No, I know, but how do you go to the room?
You need to pick up the question. All right. So that I can send.
Okay.
Pick number 6.
Yeah, type it in.
I did.
No, don't type on chat. Put your question nearby your names, not in the chat. You know how? Number 6.
Okay.
All right. So number 2. Let's see number 2. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, Ian and Leo. Number 6 is we have enough. So please change to different number.
Third time.
Okay, we have number 3 available. 3, 5, 3, 5, 9, 3, 5, 9, and 18. 3, 5, 9, and 18. All right, hold on.
Is there even an 18?
Yeah, go ahead, hold on. Go to number 3.
I don't see 18.
3, no, 5. Let's see number 5, 9, 5, 9, and 18. 5, 9, 18. Yeah, please change. 5, 9, 18. Yeah, change please. All right, okay. All right, let's see here. 18. All right, Ian, you can go there. Okay, then we have one more. Okay. Let's see here. Leo, can change.
I thought you say Leo and Ian is number 6.
No, we're done. We have enough student. We have one more, number 5, 5, 9, and 18. 5, 9, 18. Yeah, change please. 5, 9, 18. Mỹ Uyên. Let's see. You go to number. Oh, you change to number 5, huh? All right, I will move it there. I move it there. Number 5. So Mỹ Uyên, you can go to number 5. All right. Let's see here. We have number 2. Who would like to go to number 2? Change it, please. Change it. Change nearby. Change number 11 to number 2. I'll send you there. Okay. All right. Luyến, you want to do number 3? Oh, let's see here. Carla, oh, number 2. Oh, let's see. Holland, you're gonna go number 3. Okay, and Carla, all right. I can send you to number 2 and discuss. Okay. And number 2. Yeah, go ahead, Carla. You can go there. Okay. Okay. V, you have enough time to discuss with your friends?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, let's see here. Everyone's here. No one missing. Okay, let's see. All right. So let's see here. So this the format, okay, every day, whenever you have the meeting, whether it's face-to-face or online, we have discussion, and one more times, participation for 5 points and discussion for another 5 points. All right, so I hope that you guys can do great then. Who has not received the book yet? Who has not ordered the book yet? Only one of you? So most of you got the book, right? Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's start with V. Number 1, V and Angela. Number 1. Please go ahead. Would like to start first? Can you read the question first, please?
Yes. The question.
Yeah, read the question before you respond.
The question is, explain how Ahsoka converted from a cruel emperor into I don't have my question right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Please wait.
Yeah, go ahead. How could you respond to this question?
My response is that Ahsoka is a cruel emperor who killed his family to get the throne, and he had a deadly garden where anyone who entered would die. So one day, there's a monk who came to rest at his garden and was scared to die, and he begged to give him 7 days to prepare to die. And then during the time, one of Ahsoka's wives cheated on him and led him to her cruel execution in the garden. Seeing this, the monk attended Arahat by realizing the impermanence of life. As the 7 days passed by, Ahsoka boiled the monk alive, but was shocked that he wasn't dead and stood on a lotus. And Ahsoka then asked him how, and the monks shared the Buddha's teachings with 4 sentences that said, avoid evil deeds, commit to good deeds, maintain a pure mind. That is the Buddha teaching. And then the 4 sentences and transform Ahsoka into a good ruler.
Okay. So Angela, you want to say anything?
So basically she kind of covered most of it. I just wanted to add that Ashoka had trees and wells planted to aid the travelers and declared certain days when animal slaughter was prohibited. And he also worked to limit religious conflicts. Along with that, he also went on a pilgrimage to visit the places that Buddha had lived.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think it's better. Let me share with you guys, get short video clips. I think I hope that we have times. All right.
Ashoka. Ashoka was headquartered in Magad in Bihar. His kingdom stretched from Pakistan and Afghanistan in the west to Assam and Bangladesh in the east, and as far as Kerala and Andhra Pradesh in the south. Within 8 years of ascending the throne, Ashoka expanded his empire to regions in Iran and Persia. His quest to expand his empire, however, would change after the bloody Battle of Kalinga. In his younger days, Ashoka is said to have had a massive temper and was considered to be a very cruel person. He was nicknamed Chand Ashoka, which meant Ashoka the Fierce. Kalinga was a state in the fertile land between Godavari and Mahanadi rivers. Ashoka invaded this kingdom after they refused to bow down to him. It is said that 100,000 soldiers of the Kalinga army died in this war, and Ashoka too lost around 10,000 of his men.
Okay, it's a little bit long, but I want to show this. This is one of the events that changed Ashoka views of life. And like we just mentioned, that is one of the Buddhist story that when he create what you call the hell on earth. So whoever went into that garden will be kept and tortured for that. So one young monk, he was wandering around, and somehow he ended up there, and before he was tortured, he said, well, I just become Buddhist monk, so please give me 7 days to cultivate. So yes, they did. And after that, he attended arhatship to become holy monk. So on the 7th day, he was burned in the boiling water, but somehow because of spiritual power, so he sat on the lotus flower instead of being boiled to death. So the king went there and saw. So from that time on, he changed his view of life. But historically, it talk about this type of war when he raised the war with the Kalinga people, where he killed over 100,000 people. That's why he regret of his killing. All right, so thank you. Number 2, Carla, Leon, Tony, please. Number 2.
Question number 2 is describe the great impact of Ashoka's conversion to Buddhism. From the book, what I read was that he was concerned for his subjects and himself for Dharma, and his primary refers to that public morality, orderly conduct, respect for elders, and religious tolerance. And he was like, or what I got from the reading was that he was more concerned on trying to build up, I guess, the empire.
Okay. Okay. Tony and Leon, you want to add anything more?
Tony, you want to go first? Or?
Yeah. Can y'all hear me? I think. Okay. So when he converted to Buddhism, Buddhism spread out within his empire and neighboring countries. And it helped popularize Buddhism and help better the country by making it like a nicer place because they now believe in Buddhist beliefs. And that's all I've got so far.
Okay. Okay. Leon, do you want to say anything?
After Ashoka become Buddhist, he's making a lot of change. He stopped fighting. He focused on being a good leader instead of like massacre everything. And he's coming out with better rule to encourage people to be honest and kind with each other. and he also have help Buddhism to build up temple and a statue, and he trying to spread the word of Buddhism. He also talk about animal care, is uh to be non-violent to them and protect animal. And after that, he create a long-lasting impact for his people, because they look up to him as a great leader.
Okay, that's great. You know, in times, people mind can change, right? For better and for worse too, depend upon the environment, depend upon who they associate with, right? So a good person, if they associate with bad people, they may ruin their life, and vice versa. If a bad person hang around with a good group of people, his mind will be changed for better. All right, thank you. Number 3, Gemma and Holden, please.
I had number 3, which was provide examples of the pillars and the edicts. I didn't get a chance to find like specific ones. I was just like learning about them in general. And basically I just found that Ashoka put up these very tall pillars and statues, and some of them were inscribed, which is the edicts. And he wanted to put them in popular places. So for example, he put them at like major pilgrimage sites, like the place of Buddha's enlightenment, where he held his first sermon and things like that. And basically his goal was to just have it be in like very popular locations, and they obviously had like moral inscriptions and things like that. That's what I found.
Okay, next one, Holden, please. You understand anything, Holden?
I think Holden was having some technical difficulties. He wasn't able to get his microphone on.
Okay.
So.
All right, let's see here. Yeah, number 3, provide some example of Ashoka edit and pillar, right? So here, let me share with you guys. Let's see here. These are the pillar and stupa around India that Ashoka built right here. See this? This is around India there. During his time, he is kind of unified Indian continents, and he built all kind of stupa around the countries. And it's like here that you can see that the Sanchi is one of the stupa that I just asked in the code story. Okay. There's a lot of them too. All right, next one, number 4, Alexis and Sydney, please.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay, so Ahsoka, I think that's how you say his name, had sent the question. Oh, our question is, discuss in details the 9 Buddhist missionaries that Ashoka sent abroad. And basically, he sent 9 missionaries basically to like spread the religion, and they all consisted of 5 series. I don't know how to pronounce them, but I can say the name of each country.
Okay.
It was one in South India, one in Greece, the Himalayan region, Myanmar and Thailand, Sri Lanka, and Kashmir and Gandhara. And yeah, it was basically to spread the teaching.
Yeah,
going off what she said, it was to spread the faith and everything, and he didn't like want to do it in an aggressive way. I read somewhere where he says that he didn't. Oh, okay. It says he wanted to promote the ideals of peaceful coexistence and universal brotherhood, so that's why he made the group so they can like spread out and stuff.
So he's probably the first emperor that sent the religious missionary around India and the the other nearby country, even to East Europe, Eastern Europe too. Yeah, right here. Let me share with you one of the charts right here. Even Athens, Alexandria, and so forth here. Okay. All right. One more time. The reason why we have this kind of discussion is to give you the proper ideas, information, so that you can write your paper. Okay. All right. Number 5, Milan and Mai. Right.
Oh, okay. So from what I learned with this part, sorry, let me pull up the question. I'm sorry.
Yeah, please read the question first.
Okay, so the question number 5 is articulate the Buddhist perspectives on humanity and humans' condition.
Okay.
So from what I learned is that with a Buddhist perspective, it's basically saying that humans, we're constantly changing and that we're made of elements such as water, earth, fire, and air. And we also have other elements like our physical body and our feelings as well. But like the thing is, what I learned based on what my partner told me is that as humans, we're always seeking for a change. Even if we do have something, it's like never really enough. So basically, like it's hard for us to reach an endpoint or like a truth or nirvana because we're always seeking for something and we're always trying to change.
Okay. All right. Milan, you want to add anything more, Milan?
Yeah, to add on to that, I would just say like she was saying, like because we're always trying, we're basically like in a state of chaos almost. So it's like whenever we try and we're trying to we're at the end of the day, we're trying to go and reach nirvana. And so the best way to go and try to reach that is to go and, like to understand like the Dharma, the Buddha's teaching, and to understand like how like meditative practices and these sorts of like these sorts of practice will basically help you like allow you to escape from samsara and like be able to go and reach that, I guess, the final state of enlightenment.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's great. Remember one of the question I put on the Kahoot that human can reach even to the Buddhahood. That means everyone can become a Buddha in Buddhist views. But for our earth, Buddhist view not only this physical body, but what we call the 5 aggregates. Let me share with you here. All right, right here. You can see this chart here, right? This is the form, that's our system body. The feeling, we have the feeling, pleasant, unpleasant, neutral. The perception, that means you have the thinking, good thinking, bad thinking, and so forth. Mental formation, that's our habitual pattern of our mind and body. For example, in the morning you wake up, you like to have a cup of coffee, or a donut, and so forth. Most of the time, we do based on our habitual patterns. And the consciousness, that's talk about the 8 type of consciousness that I showed you last time, and this is one of them here. Okay, it's very long, but I can give you the brief explanation. All right, the next one, number 6, Jesse and Mala, please.
So our question was describe the cycle of rebirth according to the Buddhist view and how it's compatible with the ecosystem, such as the cycle of water, plastic, and metal. And basically, rebirth in Buddhism refers to the teachings, like the actions of, of samsara.
Okay.
Something like, yeah. And relates to like plastic can be broken down into like microplastics, and then it can be entered into the food chain. And the same thing with metals have their own cycle, and they just get broken down and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and like the cycle of like Buddhist rebirth, it's not like just a circle, it can branch out or cross over, and like same with like water or anything. It's not always just gonna go in one path. It can go into different ways, like water can turn to gas or solid and constantly change.
Okay. So is this the accord with the modern science principle? What do you think?
Could you repeat that? Like, do you say it's like related to modern science?
Mm-hmm. Do they?
Yes, to an extent, because I mean, I don't know. Yes, that's all I have to say.
Why? Why is that?
Well, I mean, everyone accepts the water cycle and like the rock cycle and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Everything going in the cycle, right?
Yeah,
No top and down, right?
yeah,
Cycle. There's no starting point. There's no stopping point.
yeah.
So
Because metals.
the cycle of the birth, right? Okay. How many of you here? Again, of course, because we could not help you here believe in the birth cycle, the cycle of the birth. That means after you done, you will move on to the next slide. How many of you here? You believe that? Raise your hand. Raise your hand then. Okay. Yeah.
You repeat your question? I couldn't.
Question is that how many of you believe that after you done this life, you will come back in different form of life?
Okay.
How many of you?
Thank you.
That's what they call reincarnation. How many of you raise your hand higher? Okay. Okay. Thank you. How about others who doesn't believe that? Raise your hand. Okay. All right. That's just your choice. Of course, because beyond scientific proof, so we cannot say yes or no unless we have the kind of experience, right? It's pure heart until we have some instruments that can detect our afterlife. But of course, now from now, I mean that in modern age, actually, last week I just read an article that was written by a doctor. He said that he did the research and went through more than 5,000 cases, and his conclusion is that yes, there's some afterlife there. By the way, that's just belief, because we don't have any concrete proof yet until we have some kind of instrument or tools to prove. All right, thank you. Let's say move next one, number. Oh, Alan, only you, like Alan, number 7. Go ahead, Alan.
Oh, I'm with Andy.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes. So number 7, the question is explain briefly the Buddhist 12 link connection.
Okay.
And the 12 link connection is like a construct that keeps individual bound to a circle and of the cycle of suffering and rebirth.
Okay.
The 12 links can consist of ignorance, mental formation, consciousness, name and form, sixth sense, contact, feeling, craving, grasping, becoming, birth, and age and death.
Okay.
And Alan can explain in depth.
It's about Alan. Explain further.
So the 12 Buddhist link conditions are essentially they essentially explain the cycle of existence and why we suffer. And it's also called the wheel of life because it's also like a cycle of suffering, so it just keeps going around and around. But the links basically describe how suffering arises and how we can free ourselves from suffering.
Okay. How can you explain that? How? How could you explain that we go around that cycle?
Because it's like we get rebirth, so we just go through the same cycle of suffering over and over until we reach nirvana or like enlightenment.
Okay. All right. Again, this is one of the most important notion, a concept of Buddhism that according to this chart, we are the one that create our own life. We are the one that create our own karma. That's why we revolve in this what they call cycle rebirth. According to our tradition, right? Most of the time they say, oh, There's some God that create our life, right? But in Buddhist view, we are the one that create our own karma, right? Because ignorance in the past, we raise some kind of mental formation that's mean karma, and we have consciousness, and from consciousness that enter the wombs, we have the name and form, the body and the mind, and sixth sense, with the sixth sense, like the eyes, the ears, the tongue, and so forth. We have a contact. From the contact, we have the feeling and sensation, good feeling, bad feeling. And from the good feeling, bad feeling, we have some kind of desire. Let's say we have good feeling with ice cream, for example. We want to have more. We want process, and we attach more of that kind of ice cream. And from that type of possession, we want to have to have more. That's why birth, aging, and death. This is a whole cycle. It's very complex. I just give you the information, brief information. All right, thank you. Number 8, Andrea and Arena, right?
So we had number 8 is describe the meaning of a soul according to the Buddhist view.
Okay.
And according to their view, they believe that the soul or the self is only a temporary like composition of matter, sensations, perceptions, thought, and consciousness, and that it doesn't follow us after death. So our soul doesn't follow us once we die.
What do you say? Your soul follow you or not? They won't follow you.
No, no. It stops at death.
No, that's wrong.
That's what it said in the thing. They
Really?
said they believe in rather the spirit versus the soul. Yeah.
Where did you get that? It's from the book?
Yeah, 58.
Yeah, read for me then. Which part? Go ahead, Arena. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can read what we also talked about. So we talked about like that in Buddhism, there's no fixed entity called the soul, because like their perspective is that humans, they are like constantly changing, and so like therefore impermanent. And they teach like non-self, which rejects the notion of like unchanging entities at the core of a person. That's what we kind of like read.
Yeah, Bob, you could mention
That's like word for word, like on what's on the book. What I just read.
This is only a partial one, not the complete correct. Like just show you. I want to show you one more times. In Buddhist view, one more times here. In Buddhist view, we have physical body, that's a form. All right, we have the feeling, the pleasant and unpleasant, neutral feeling, perception, our thinking. All right, that we have good thinking, bad thinking, all kind of thinking, and mental formation of our habitual pattern, physically and mentally. Right, physically, let's say you like to ride a bike after school, for example, or mentally you like to watch some type of movies, and we have this consciousness. So these are what we call the 5 aggregates that form who we are. And after we're done with this form of life, our consciousness move on. The 8 consciousness that include all information in the past and present, and it will lead us to the future life. It includes all kind of karma. So we come here because of our karma. After we done this life, any kind of karma they will lead us to the future. For example, let's say you go to school not because you just want to go, but because you're done with your high school diploma, you're done with some kind of requirements, right? That's why you're here. And after you're done with this class, after we're done with this semester, after you're done with this school year, and you get or after you're done with your degree, you get that kind of qualification to move further in your academic levels. So that's why it's built up from time to time. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Thank you. Number 9, Aaron. You are alone?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes. You are alone, or you have someone else with you?
I'm alone.
Go ahead. Read question number 9, please.
Sure. So question number 9 was
Oh, it's cut off. Okay. All right, let's move on then. Let's just wait for him to come back. Number 10, Austin and Gustavo. Number 10, please.
Our question was describe the meaning of karma according to the Buddhist view.
Okay.
And basically karma means like deeds and the consequences that come from them. So it's like the balance of a person's merit and demerit. And Buddhists believe that all intentional actions have karmic consequences. So like they balance out.
And another thing is there's 2 types of karma. There's one that kind of followed you to your current life, which is like the sum of your actions and like kind of the situation that you were born into and what will happen to you, like poverty, sickness. And then there's a type of action or type of karma that you kind of put into the world, which is like the current sum of your actions and how that will affect you in your current life.
Okay. How about while you driving on the road, somehow you hit a deer? Is that bad karma? Is heavy karma?
It depends because there's also what you intended to do and then the
Oh.
result of what happened.
Who have hit some kind of animal is what you were
Yeah,
driving.
and animal life is all life is sacred according to the Buddhists. So that would be bad karma.
Andy, which animal did you hit before?
And possum.
Darling. Okay, Jesse?
A bird.
Really? You feel good? Sorry, feel bad about that.
Yes, because like the impact, you just see the bird fall, and it was intentional, but
So, what do you think? You just hit the bird, you just hit the animals. Is while you were driving the car, is this heavy karma or what?
I hope not.
In Buddhist view, only when you have intention to kill them, to shoot them, to hit them, that's count. If you just hit them accidentally, yes, some kind of karma there, but it's more trivial. Like it work when you go to court. Any situation, the judge may ask whether you have intention to steal, to harm others, and so forth, right? If you have intention, it's more severe, right? It's common sense. Okay. So, can you change your karma, Andy? What do you think, Andy?
I think so because it wasn't intentional at all. It was just an accident.
No, I'm talking in general. Can you change your karma?
Yeah. Yes.
Now, give me one example that you can change your karma.
By doing more good deeds.
Yeah. Let's say if you have I C on your test, right? Can you change your karma in that class?
If I ask nicely.
Yeah. If you study hard to improve your grade, that's all. That's what we talk about, improving your good karma, improving your grade. That's all. Okay. All right. So let's see here. He come back yet? Not yet. All right. Number 11, Mia and Sarah, please.
So our question is describe the types of Buddhist karma. So first of all, karma can be described as deeds and consequences.
Okay.
And 2 types of karmas are merits, which is good karma, and demerits, which is bad karma. And both of these are important to an individual's balance, also known as punya. And Buddhists intend on acting in ways that produce merit, which is good karma, and eliminating the acts that produce demerit, which is bad karma.
Okay, that's all. Only 2 type karma, good and bad. That's all. What else? Anything else? Oh, so Mia, what do you think, Mia?
There's also
good and bad karma. That's all.
I mean, that's what I talked about.
Any karma that considered as neutral.
Neutral karma?
And him? That considered as neutral. That won't have good or bad karma. Any one of you can give example of neutral karma? Anyone do you hear? Alan, you want to give one example of neutral karma? Alan?
Can I like think about it and then come back to you?
Okay, V, you have any neutral karma example? No? Jesse?
No, sorry.
Jesse, what do you think? Neutral karma. It's so easy. Neutral karma just means you don't do good, they don't do bad karma. Let's say you just sit still, right? You sit still on the chair, you don't do anything. That's neutral karma, right? It's simple, right? Okay. How about Sarah? Do you want to say anything more, Sarah?
Yeah, sure. So, through the book, it was talking about how karma's like, of course, like kind of reiterating it's a lifelong consequence, and it isn't just this lifetime, it's in your next lifetime and in the previous lifetimes. Karma is not really knowable. It's not in the book, it's not fully knowable in that karma coexists with random chance. They're both in the same reality.
Okay.
And of course, living with good karma involves like planting seeds to your good deeds. Like you have to be constantly trying to do your best and trying to be a good person.
This is in Buddhist view, especially for lay people. We try our best to do good deeds and to minimize the bad deeds so that we can get the good retribution. That's why we always encourage people to do good deed to help others. All right, then number 12, Rishi and Derek, please. Number 12.
Professor, I just
Yes.
wanted to let you know that I came back. My computer died on me.
Oh, you number what? Number 10?
Number 9.
Go ahead. If you want to say, go ahead, please.
Sure. So my question was explain the meanings of bardo or intermediate beings after someone passes away, and why the Mahayana Buddhists pray for their deceased relatives for at least 49 days.
Okay.
So it said that between the time that someone dies and the time that someone is reborn is an intermediate period. And then within that period, the people that are still alive, that are relatives of the deceased person, will go into a state of mourning or a period of mourning. And that's why the period typically lasts for about 49 days. So it's 7 days a week, and then 7 weeks equals 49 days. And I tried to look into it. I believe it's praying every week for 7 weeks, equaling up to 49 days. And then the rituals that they typically participate in, I just looked into it, can include things like chanting. So these are the stuff that I found out about, but one of the chants includes a chanting that goes, Namu Mayo Ho Renge Kayo. I totally butchered that, so I apologize. But that is discussing or is a name for our Buddhist nature, which exists within all of us. And so within that 49-day period, the more that they chant that, the more that Buddhist nature comes out, because they say that Buddhist nature exists within a seed. So the inside of the seed is our Buddhist nature, and the outside includes our karma, which are based off of acts that we've done in our previous life. And so the more that we chant that, the more that Buddhist nature begins to grow until eventually it starts to sprout out of that seed.
That's good explanation, but in the practical sense, when someone passes away, we do the chanting not only for 7 days, but every day. We
Okay.
And the hope that we have for that disease, they can come back as human or be born in this celestial realm, or the ultimate way is that they could be born in the Buddha land. Okay, so
Right.
we can come back later on. All right, Derek and Rishi, number 12, please.
So our question was describe Buddhist perspectives on humanity. And what I found was that Buddhism kind of like sees like humans as like kind of like suffering, but the human life as suffering. But through like meditation and like good behavior and like spiritual and physical labor, you can find ways to achieve like enlightenment.
Okay. Rishi, you want to add anything more?
Sure. So I think Derek summed it up pretty well, but I think the Buddhist perspective is that all human beings will go through suffering like through all points of their life, and it's not something that you can escape. So it's something you have to find a way to deal with. And one way to deal with that is by doing acts and having good intention, uh, like with good to like do good things and have good thoughts. So having good intention and doing good things and trying your best to do that so you can maximize your good karma and uh potentially move up on the six paths to reincarnation. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty much it.
Yeah, probably I may need to go back to you since we have 4 more questions. All right, good, thank you. Angel and Anne, number 13, please.
Yes, so our question is describe Buddhist/celestial realms. So in the textbook, we saw that if you are born you are born as a deity. You are there. The heavens may be really satisfying because there's no work, no labor that you do. It's the pleasures of the earth. But because they are so satisfying, can promote attachment and are thereby not conducive to advancing one's understanding of spiritual practice.
Okay. All right. Anne, you want to say anything more about this question?
Buddhism doesn't seem to have like a central god that they worship like how Christianity does, because it's more focused on trying to for enlightenment for themselves mostly.
So what do you think about Buddhist view on celestial beings, about gods? That's the question about. Okay, so here, Anne, you want to respond more or that's all? Okay, let me share with you guys this one here. See here in Buddhist view, right? This is a hell. We have a hot hell, a cold hell, and this is where human beings here, and surround there are other beings too. And the first what they call six heavily what they call design realm, and 17 heavily form realm, and the last one is formless realm. So they may live up to 100 or even trillion years, but no matter how long they could live, no matter how long their lifespan are, one day they need to revolve. They would be revolved in the samsara, the cycle rebirth. That's why in Buddhist view, nothing lasts forever until we could transform our desire, our attachment, whether in human realm and the celestial realm. Okay. All right. So next one, Britain and Huang, number 14, please.
Yes. So our question was what describe Buddhist view on animals. So
Okay.
basically, Buddhist view on animals is pretty simple: not to harm, not to eat, not to kill them. Treat them with respect because humans and animals live in the same world. So basically, they can feel pain, suffering, pleasure as much as we can. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Let's see here. Britain, what do you say about this?
I've said pretty much everything. It's mainly just make sure you treat them with respect. It's they are more equal life forms than a lot of other beliefs will look at them as.
Okay.
Typically take on a vegetarian diet because they're living beings, so you can't kill them for food.
So it's not easy, right? When you go to a restaurant, right? It's all kind of delicious food, especially with the meat, right? With the seafood and so forth. It's not easy to restrain from those kind of temptation, right? So who are veteran here? And what you? A veteran, that means you skip eating meat. And one of you here? No?
I used to be.
How you do, Karen? How is
Yeah,
that? When did you start?
I actually just stopped a couple months ago. It wasn't that hard. I liked it. You feel better, like your body feels better. You function and you have more energy in the morning.
Okay.
So, but it wasn't bad. It's not bad at all. A lot of people are like, "What do you eat all the time?" You eat exactly the same. You eat food. You just don't eat any meat.
So
But I
you,
still I'm just right now I'm just eating chicken now and seafood. I'm still not eating red meat.
okay. So you because healthy reason or because
Yeah,
compassion?
health. Yeah, just health reasons.
Healthy reason, right? In this field, right? Yeah, that combination, right? For healthy reason, also for compassionate reason too.
Yeah, I really don't like red meat because in Hispanic culture sometimes they kill the animal, you can see it. I don't like that. So
Yeah, when you come to my temple, right? At the temple, definitely we don't consume any kind of meat, whether it's seafood or any kind of meat. We
yeah.
restrict that because we practice compassion as well as for the healthy reason too. All right, Mitchell and Victor, number 16, please.
So as was stated earlier in like the whole conversation about the living and the death, hell's like a place where there's bad karma. So that's where you would go if you have extremely bad karma, but it's not a permanent place to stay until you can improve your karma, then you can finally leave that place. Oh, also sorry. The question was describe Buddhist views on hell.
Okay. All right, good. Thank you, Mitchell. What do you want to say?
You mentioned it earlier, but there's the hot and cold parts of hell, as well as like being subjected to things like laceration and being eaten alive, and uh, the moral misdeeds that could give you negative karma to bring you to hell tend to be things like lying, theft, and adultery. And Buddhist teachers use the fear of hellish rebirth to try and dissuade people from committing bad deeds.
Okay. So most of the tradition mention that whenever you go down to the hell, you stay there forever, right? But in Buddhist view, no, you can stay there for even 100,000 years, but one day you'll be out. Mitchell, which one do you prefer? Stay there forever or have the chance to move up? What do you think?
Definitely get out. I hope I don't have to go there at all. So
yeah, life up and down, right? It's normal. Okay, the last question, Nia and Tessa, please, 17.
Thought that was me.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Oh, Ian, are you 17 as well?
Yeah.
Nia and I were as well, but you go first. Then
Yeah,
we'll go after.
Yeah, there was nothing else that I he selected 18, but 17 was the one. But anyways,
you might to change your sitting because your face black. We can see your face. Change a different
I can open the one second.
While we wait for him, Stessa or Ania, do you want to go?
Oh, yes.
Better?
Yeah.
The question.
No, go ahead.
Okay, the question is describe factors to be reborn in the six realms according to Buddhist views. And one of the factors that we talked about was karma. Karma can be a determinator for like which realm you'll be a part of. So those realms are the three good realms, which is heavenly, demigod, and human, and then the other three is the evil realms, which are animal, ghosts, or hellish.
Okay. Tessa or Iron, you can continue.
I'll go ahead. So the human realm is ideal, according to Buddha, because that is the only one that you can achieve enlightenment in. The God realm is, as said earlier, it's typically based on good karma, but it's harder to achieve detachment because of the good senses and pleasure you receive in that realm. And for the demons, typically it's a result of anger, jealousy. That's typically what that kind of karma allows you to go there. And the ghost realm is based on excessive desires and greed and gluttony. And typically their punishment in that realm is scarcity, poverty, those type of things. Very physical desires. And the hell realm is usually based on the worst of karmas. So murder, adultery, etc.
Okay. Tessa, you want to say anything more?
Something I thought was interesting was that the incarnation as an animal is actually very negative, and it's not because of suffering or anger, because like similar to the hell realms, it's because it's very difficult to generate good karma as an animal. So it's harder to propel yourself upwards.
Okay, since time is up, get wait for me. All right, from time to time, I will give you a chance to get your extra point. So today we have Mitchell. You got 15 extra point. Milan, you got 10 extra point. And Austin, you got 5 extra point. From time to time, not every time. It's okay, not every week. From time to time, I can give you this kind of chance to have extra point. And on the top that, right, we have one more special celebration at our center. You can have that chance later on. Anyway, so if you have not responded, please stay back. Right, so otherwise you would not get that 5 point. Okay, and the rest, if you have any question about my comment or reading on your paper, please stay back. Otherwise, you can go now. All right, so thank you. So see you next Tuesday again. Thank you.
Tina asked us to describe the Buddhist view on ghosts and the paranormal state.
Okay.
Before anything, this is largely like Vajrayana Buddhists or Tibetan Buddhists. Ghosts are known to occupy an overlapping world to the human one. When a person dies, they enter the ghost world after some time in the Bardo state, which is the liminal space between death and rebirth. They exist in one of the paradise realms or in the hells before being reborn, and they'll repeat that process until they achieve nirvana.
Okay.
One particular spirit is the hungry ghost, which is found in one of the 6 realms of samsara, the preta, and they're spirits that are teardrop shaped. They have very thin mouths and like very large stomachs, incredibly hungry and thirsty, and they're punished due to their negative karma and lack of merit with like illusions of food, and usually suffer poverty, and they just constantly seek to consume and enrich their own lives.
Yeah, that's our Buddhist view. Yeah, unless we have second eyes, we can see them. Otherwise, not easy. We just see things in the actual way, in the form ways. Okay. All right. So thank you. Anyone has not respond? Sydney, you respond to any question, Sydney?
I love to go to chat. I'm in a different class right now.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So oh, Carla, please stay back. I need to talk to you. Thank you. All right. V, you want to ask me a question? No? Yeah, you can go. If you don't have a question, you can go. Okay. Derek, you want to ask me a question?
Not really. I just wanted to listen, but saying that I do have a question. I just want to make sure that like Me and Rishi are gonna do like the 6 realms or the 6 paths to reincarnation. Is that like an okay like
Yeah, that's nice.
project? Okay. I just wanted to run it by you first before we type everything out and then say like, oh, it's not okay.
As long as it's within Buddhist tradition, it's fine with me. All right. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Rishi, right? You have the same question or different one?
I have a different question because like one of the questions was like talking about karma, so I had like some follow-up questions to that.
Okay.
That's okay, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.